Yo, what's up, guys? It's Dalton coming back with another SPY trading recap video. We're going over Tuesday, August 25th, 2026, and we had a green day. So I know a lot of people kind of struggled yesterday. It has been pretty choppy, pretty trappy. So let's just get into it here. So I've been marking this orb right here, the first 15 minutes. Been marking that. I didn't do a very good job of that, but I've been marking that out, and I've been using that to kind of help get in and out of some trades. And I feel like that's been another little factor on top of my pre-market low, pre-market high, previous day low. So I feel like that's definitely been uh, an important level or an important, levels to kind of trade off of. But let's see here. So I take my first trade at 9:34 today. So I'm watching all this, and it's crazy. I almost get into a sell after this candle. I saw it bounce up off this, and then when it went back and started pushing below that, where that candle closed, I thought about just getting into a sell, and I didn't, and it got pushed back up. So then I kind of like, for whatever reason, I just didn't watch after that. I was at work, and I checked like 5 minutes later, and it's all the way down here, just huge candle down. So that would have been a crazy move. If you caught that, congratulations, because that was probably a really good move. And I almost did. I was so close. I just didn't pull the trigger. Um, but good news is I didn't buy in when it was down here either. You know what I mean? I watched the push back up. I watched it try to close above the pre-market low. And so I saw that candle. And right after that candle, I got into a play. So at 9:34, I get into a trade. So like right this candle was like right here, I think, at the time, or it was something like right here around the time. So I got in at 9:34. I sold at 9:44. So I sold like right when this was going back down here, like a $10 loss. So it definitely did not want to go below the pre-market low. You can see that with all that volume right there, very long wick right there. So um, yeah, I probably should have waited for the retest of this level. I didn't, and so I started out the day down 10. Got into my next trade at 9:59. So right as this candle was getting ready to close, I got into a call, and I got in at 9:59 and I sold at 10 o'clock. So literally 1 minute, because as soon as I got into this trade, it closed below the EMA and then just immediately right down. So I lost $21 within like a minute. So already down like $30 in the day. It didn't start very hot. Just kind of was getting faked out and just kind of, you know, eaten alive right here in this little mess. I just wasn't thinking the best. I wasn't patient. So didn't start too hot. But then I gave myself like a little hour break and then I locked back in. Locked back in another trade at 10:55. So right here, right after this candle printed. This is one of my favorite setups right here because it's just such a high probability where it goes down a big candle down and then a big candle right back up actually engulfs it. See like the tweezer bottoms kind of, but it engulfs it up top. Higher volume, and that's 100%. I'm taking that every time I see it. So I got in at 10:55. I sold at 11:03. So I sold like right around here. It was like in the 70s, I think. I sold like right here in the 70s. I don't know why I didn't just let it touch that level. That's one thing I got to work on, but I sold like right in the middle of this candle for like almost $60. So $60, not even 10 minutes. Good trade right there. I'll take that every day of the week. And trades like that is what I really need to focus on taking, like only high probability trades, because a lot of my days I take, and I don't hate that trade, but um, I feel like a lot of my days start off by me being down like $30 or $40, something like that, and then I make a good trade or two, and it kind of holds me back from the profits I could be having because I take like a bad trade or two before I actually lock in and take a good trade. So anyway, That was a good trade right there. And I took one more trade today at 1206. So let's see here. Right after this candle printed, pretty much the exact same trade I took right here. Tweezer tops now though. So it went up, rejected off that level, off the orb, went down, retested it with weaker volume, like it's been volume going down, and then it immediately covered that candle, actually engulfed it with higher volume. So literally same setup as that. I got in at 1206. I sold at 1209, just right towards right when it was bouncing off this level. It went down here and I got pushed back up, so I sold right around that level for like a $18 profit. So pretty, you know, it was a choppy day. It was definitely a day we had to kind of scalp some stuff, but we got out of there with a green day, made some money back from Monday, and we're ready to lock back in today, try to keep it going. So that's all I really got for y'all today. Hopefully y'all might have learned something. Definitely use that little the setup that made me money today. If you guys don't use that, add that to your bag. It's definitely a good one. And good luck in the markets as always. So appreciate y'all watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.